Greetings from Podcastville. It's Sober October, motherfuckers. Uncle Joey's still here and slinging dick. The Church of What's Happening Now is brought to you by my bookie. Listen, we're going into the fucking hurricane. We're going into major hurricane money season right now. Basketball starts next fucking week. You got the World Series. You got the NFL. You got the NBA. You got fucking UFC. You got two praying mantises fighting in China somewhere. I got mybookie.ag. Let's face it, where you're betting is just important as who you're betting on. I wouldn't be telling you guys to bet with them if they weren't the motherfucking best. So do the smart thing. If you're going to bet this season, bet with mybookie.ag. Listen, what we're going to do is this. Monday Night Football, whatever it was last night, we're going to start the week off. You got the World Series this week. You got Thursday Night Football. You got college football. Listen, double your first deposit right now. Use promo code CHURCH, CHURCH, to get 100% of your bonus on your initial deposit up to $1,000, all right? Who the fuck can do that for you? mybookie.ag. That's why visit them today. Grab a pen. That's MyBookie, MYBOOKIE.AG. And don't forget to use promo code CHURCH when you're creating your account to claim the bonus. And yo, check my motherfucking Instagram on Thursday. I'll be dropping a video this week to teach you how to make bets and how to get your life together. All right? Uncle Joey is your motherfucking bookie. So go to mybookie.ag. The church is also brought to you by Zip Recruiter. You're like, Joey, who's Zip Recruiter? Who's Zip Recruiter? What are you, nuts or what? Zip Recruiter's #1 hiring site out there. Zip Recruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them, okay, for you. It's technology that identifies people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job so you get the qualified candidates fast. No drama, no 2,000 applications. You got to call people. Forget about that. Whether you got a small business or a big business, ZipRecruiter is for you. So with results like that, it's no wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get quality candidates within the first day. We're not playing around here. See why ZipRecruiter is effective for businesses of all sizes. Go to ZipRecruiter right now. ZipRecruiter.com/church. Grab that fucking pen again. ZipRecruiter.com/church. That's ZipRecruiter.com. I'm going to give it to you for free. That's it. It's Tuesday. You know how I show up. I show up like the 3 wise men with gifts. I don't fuck around. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/church. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. It's Tuesday motherfucking morning. Kick this mule, Lee, Syatt. What's up, you bad motherfuckers? Uncle Joey here, coming off a tremendous fucking weekend. I stayed at home with my family. I went to see the Angelina Jolie movie with the girls on Friday night, whatever.
Maleficent.
And then Saturday, I want to give a big thanks to Mick Mahan, hooked me up with tremendous tickets and backstage passes to see Pat Benatar.
Nice.
Fucking tremendous. Neil Giraldo, 63, still shredding the fucking guitar. It just inspires the shit out of you.
That's beautiful, man.
Sitting there, like I took 250 milligrams. You know me.
Yeah, I know you.
I took a half a Xanax to calm down the horse.
Right.
Because you just can't walk into a place on 250 milligrams.
No.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
So why not take 100 milligrams?
Because why be a half a fag? You know what I'm saying? You're going to see Pat Benatar. You got to, respectfully, you're going to take 100 milligrams to go see Pat Benatar.
She's not going to want to play for that.
Huh?
She's not going to want to play for that if you're only on 100.
The whole fucking place.
She'll shut it down.
Let me tell you something. You could smell sperm in that place.
Yeah.
From all the chicks that hit you with their best shot in 1981.
Yeah.
They were all there. All those hot chicks from 81 were still there selling it.
How they holding up?
They're holding up. They're holding up. They lost a finger in the war, something with the hepatitis, the fucking toe from diabetes.
Invincible.
But they're invincible.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. But it taught me humility. It taught me that you really have to love what you do in your life.
Yes.
I'm sitting in this small theater, Saban Theater. I think I asked my agent today what it sat. He said 1,800. Let's be honest with you. She sold maybe 1,400 seats.
Okay.
There was 400 comps. That was 2 of them. There was a whole area. She's coming home. You know what, man? I saw her play the Meadowlands. She's 66 years old.
Yeah.
And on her whatever, she's worth $32 million. So you got to ask yourself, you're 66 years old. What would make you do a 6-month light tour? They do a light tour. 2-3 shows a week for 6 months. Then they take off.
That's a page from your book, The Light Tour.
The light tour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's light. Just to keep alive and just to stay. This is our art. This is an art. We got to keep doing it. Last night I went home. That Declassified was on CNN. Fucking Less Than Zero.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.'s best fucking performance.
Yeah.
I had met with these kids. Their parents died. I knew their mom, and she passed away, and they just reached out and wanted to talk to me. So I went to come out to lunch with my wife, and the father came, and so it was just a deep day. I went to the fucking gym. I did 1,000 things yesterday.
Yeah.
And last time I'm sitting there, I don't want to go to the fucking comedy store. I'm going to go to the comedy store for $15 fucking dollars on a Sunday night. I got to go to Laurel Canyon. And at 9 o'clock, I go, who the fuck am I? What am I, a fucking... And again, we go back to what you want to do and what needs to be done.
Right.
I looked at my Twitter. I saw they put the schedule up. I saw it was just me and Whitney Cummings and Rick Ingram.
Yeah.
It was going to be a light show. Fucking show was sold out.
Nice.
So I go, what am I going to do? I'm going to cancel. What's my excuse? Because my knee hurts. I got something happened to my knee. My knee's bruised. I go, I'm not going to cancel. Fucking Pat Benatar went down there for peanuts yesterday.
Uh-huh.
At 66 years old. And my husband's 63, and he was up there playing the piano. So it just teaches you humility. That it's not always going to be fucking an arena.
Yeah.
It's not always going to be a theater. But you understood that the reason why you keep doing it is because you love this.
That happened to me recently. I went to a coffee shop gig just to keep sharp on an off week. And I saw the audience, and it was like 12 people. And I was almost like, fuck this, I'm going home. But then I was like, I'm here. I'm going to feel way worse if I don't go up. I'm going up. I had a great time. End of story. I was glad I did it.
And you didn't do it for the paycheck.
No way.
You didn't do it. That's when you know you're onto something.
Yeah.
I've been talking about this on this podcast for a few weeks now since Andrew Schultz came in.
Uh-huh.
Because in LA lately I've been seeing more and more people. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
Right.
So it's like, this is how much you have to love this shit. I went to see Guns N' Roses a couple of weeks ago. It was Citibank. That means Citibank gave him $8 million. For $8 million, I'll let you shit in my mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for $8 million right now on the
worth
stage,
it.
I'll let you shit in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'll fucking drink white vinegar for a year.
Yeah.
And I'll have more bitches than you. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be next
Make
to
up
that,
the contracts.
that little Chinese guy that got beat up on United. I'll have an island right next to his, sharing bitches with him, moving them over.
Yeah.
Like Jeffrey Epstein on a helicopter from island to island. Everybody's sucking dick for Halloween. There's no candy. You know what I'm saying? We got no candy here. Everybody's sucking dick. You want chocolate? Let me put it in your ass first. And then you can it's nice and candy coated for you. The fuck, But listen, they got $8 million for it. They did the Palladium. It was a great show.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I learned about performance. Axl Rose is great. But then you went to Pat Benatar and you learned about humility.
Yeah.
How you go out there. Fuck. Some people would say, why are we going to go down there for 1,400 seats? I got a house in Calabasas. She got a Butler's. The whole thing. But that's when you know, wow, she did this for love. And then here I was in the same spot last time. Like, fucking Robert Downey Jr. hasn't even died yet. How can I leave? You know what I'm saying? I got to watch this little fag die.
Yeah.
After they take him to the hotel and they fuck him to death.
Yeah, right.
Because I think Less Than Zero is at the end, at Quaaludes, but the beginning of Viagra, and some people still had them together.
Yeah.
And on the way down, I'm thinking about what would have happened to women today. There would have been women missing limbs today.
Right.
If Quaaludes and Viagra would have been around together. Not that Cosby would have fucked you all night long.
Right.
I'm not saying nothing about Cosby.
Sure.
But just with a broad in general, doing an 8-ball, eating Quaaludes and fucking and sucking.
Yeah.
When I was 21, that's 6 bangings.
Right.
And I didn't come quick then. Like, it was like 8 minutes. That's 48 minutes of fucking. With Viagra, you're getting a bat put in you for fucking 40 minutes. The next day, you're not walking.
Right.
You're blinking. You got fucking PTSD in your pussy. Yes. You're not shitting right.
Thank God those drugs didn't overlap.
Yeah, so I couldn't leave until Robert Downey died.
Right.
And I'm sitting there, people are like, why did Robert Downey die? What's the fucking movie? What are you bothering me for?
I was gonna say, like, how did Pat Benatar make you think about all this stuff?
Because I was sitting there having a good time at my house last night. It was the Lord's Day, and I got a spot at the store, and I'm like, why did I stick my foot in my mouth and commit to this shit? You know I don't like doing nothing on Sundays.
Yeah.
But Sundays at the store,
Yeah.
there's nobody there to bother you. Nobody.
You mean like comics? What do you mean?
Everybody. There's nobody there. I took 20 pictures last night, but there was nobody there. Like, I don't have to talk to people.
Right.
You know, when you go to the store on a Tuesday night, you got to prepare yourself mentally. It's like going to the train station. Me, you went in Philly. You know, there's noises.
Yeah.
Bus is leaving for Connecticut. Train is leaving for Australia.
Right.
You know, every 2 minutes.
Who books that?
Yeah.
Who books that? Who books that?
Yeah, you know. So when you walk into the store, you have to be prepared. Not that it's a pain in the ass to me, but I'm older.
Right.
When I wake up now in the morning, like, let's say you come in and you bring your girlfriend in.
Yeah.
This is the first time I meet and we get high and we giggle and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'll think about my night all day, and I don't drink. I
Right.
don't do, you know, it's not like I'm eating Quaaludes and memory erasers.
Yeah.
I don't remember till like 4 that fuck Matt was there last night.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll call you and go, man, it was good to see
Yeah,
you
yeah,
last
yeah.
night. You're like, I was about to call you. Fuck. I ended up getting drunk with Luis Gomez, you know, whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
But like for me, I wake up in the mornings and that's how overwhelming it is. It's 1,200 people compared to 600 people.
Yeah.
Instead of there being 9 waitresses, there was 3. Mm-hmm. 1 bartender, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a slower night. The shows are still packed.
Yeah.
Shows were both sold out. Main room was sold out and original room was sold
Yeah.
out. Just there was not that much, you know. I
Commotion.
talked to Whitney.
Yeah.
I talked to Dean. I talked to some girl Dean was talking to. I spoke to an English guy. Mm-hmm. I went on stage. I came
Good
off.
night.
I took a couple pictures.
Uh-huh.
I brought up Rick Ingram.
Uh-huh.
And I looked around and there was nobody around.
That's awesome.
The hallway was completely empty. I said, let me go. I was on the hill at 10:30. I go, ain't I happy I fucking followed through instead of fucking canceling? You know, wasn't I fucking happy? So you just learn little things every fucking day, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's a lot nicer. I know what you mean when you go there and there's 8 billion people and they want to talk your ear off. And nothing against them. It's just one guy after the next guy after the next guy after the next guy. It gets a little exhausting.
I love Lee.
Yeah.
Love Lee to death. I don't even bring him to the store on Tuesdays
Oh, yeah?
because I got to be responsible for him. I lose him.
Right.
You know,
you get lost in the crowd, Lee?
There's not a chair for him. It's fucking sold out. They got no chair for him. He's got to sit in the hallway, and then some guy comes up to him that's from Singapore. You, Lee Syatt? I see you from podcast. You eat a lot of edibles. And I know, so like I walk into this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's very hard to bring people. Like Tuesdays, and I love my friends. But one of my worst nightmares is at 8 o'clock, my phone to ring for one of my friends and say, what time you leaving for the store? I'm like, fuck. Mm-hmm. I'll be there about 9:30. We're going to be there with a group of 8 from work. I'm like, fuck. Because it's Tuesday night. There's going to be enough people down there. Mm-hmm. And usually I get like 10 surprises when I go down. And look at last Tuesday. I went down there and there was a kid that I went to 3rd grade with.
No shit.
Really?
Yeah, and the girl I went to high school with that visited me when I was in the fucking hospital. I was 14. You know, I mean, this is the Comedy Store. This is what it is, you know. So enough about the Comedy Store. What's going on with you, brother?
I am living in New York and I'm traveling around the world and doing stand-up comedy.
You miss California?
A little bit.
How long have you been gone for?
I've been gone for 1.5 years.
That's it?
That's
seems
it.
like 2 years.
Yeah. But
Only one winter, or this is going to be your 3rd winter?
this is going to be kind of my 3rd winter. I was going back and forth for a while. So you could say almost 2 years, really. But yeah, I've been there for a while now. I miss the Mexican food. I miss my friends. I don't miss the traffic in LA.
But you've created a science for yourself that I always tell my wife.
What's that?
Well, you showed me the gift of travel again.
Right.
You showed me the gift of the train
Right.
and how important.
Oh, yeah.
How what a gift it is
That's great in the
I'll never
Northeast.
forget when I met you in Providence, and you were sitting there like James Bond.
Right.
I walk into the hotel. He's sitting there like James Bond, but they're trying to throw him out in the hotel in Providence.
Right.
The hotel in Providence is shaking him down. My flight was delayed.
Oh, shit.
So I got in late, and it was really weird that I go, I'm sorry if I kept you here. I think we ordered food.
Something like that. We were eating in the lobby.
Yeah, we eat in the lobby.
Yeah.
And I said to him, why did you get here? And he goes, I took a train. Like it was like nothing. Like I just got off 2 planes.
It's so easy because it's
I
right
just
from the
took
middle
2
of the
fucking
city.
planes,
Yeah.
And he goes, I just took a train, got out, and walked the block.
Yeah, that's it. It always drops you off right in the city, no matter where you are.
It was a block
where you
away
need to
from
be.
the hotel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Mm-hmm. So this is the advantages of being a comic in New York.
Yeah, the
and getting work.
cities are so close together, and they're so easy to get to. You know, you don't have to drive if you don't want to. You can take the trains,
And
take buses
I'll
if
tell
you
you what
want.
I'm hearing more and more.
What?
I've heard it more and more from people who I think are smart. People are telling me that they're not even driving to San Diego no more.
Oh, no, I heard the train's great.
I've been taking the train for a while.
I heard that
To
train
San Diego.
is a blast. You Uber.
It's beautiful.
You Uber to wherever you need to go, Uber back, and take the train back. My friend's husband just got a job in fucking San Diego. Was unemployed for 8 months. Beggars can't be choosy.
Yeah.
It's a great paying job. He was telling me, he goes, the only sacrifice is I have to get up 2 days a week at 4 a.m. and take the train down there. But he goes, listen, the 2 hours I'm on the computer, there's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you're not driving, you're not cursing, you're not sweating.
You're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed every
too.
single train ride I took with you. That station we were at where I bought the fucking bubble gum,
Hell yeah.
the Chick-fil-A, and
Yeah,
got
dude.
cash out of the ATM. That was DC.
Yeah.
I thought we were pulling up, and I'm like, look at this place. This is like Congress.
We're rolling.
And all of a sudden we make the loop, and I'm like, we're going to Congress. What, are we going to vote for veto or something? It was the fucking
Coup
train
d'etat.
station.
Yeah.
Then the next day, I think I dropped you off at the Philly one.
Yeah.
Not a homeless person around. And I was scared for his life.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, I'm like, you really want to go to Philly at 5 in the fucking morning? He's like, yeah, I'll take the bus to home. I'm like, are you fucking retarded?
Because the bus to New York sucks. But the train from Philly to New York is easy. You know what I
2
mean?
hours,
That's why
right?
I went into Philly. There's no train from Atlantic City to New York, unfortunately. So, dude, we never talked about this. Remember when we were on the way to the airport and the train station in the limo, and it just pulls off on the side of the highway, and then our driver gets out to go to talk to the guy, and then everybody gets out of the limo and starts walking towards our limo? Do you remember this? And we were both like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? We were both going like, this is gonna be like pop, pop, like it was this weird scenario. We were on the side of
And
the
they got
road
in the
in the
car with
highway.
us.
Yeah.
And then
They got in the
stuck
car
or something.
But the guy got in the car and he didn't even say a word to us. He just got in the car. He was wearing pajamas. It was the weirdest fucking thing to happen at 5 a.m. Do you remember this? We
On
didn't
the
know
way
what the
to
fuck
the
was going.
airport.
Yeah. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. We were both going, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then he got in, and I just thought, oh, okay, we're not gonna die, and I went back to sleep. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Yeah, no.
I totally
It's
remember that,
just,
yeah.
you don't, when you're up at 5 in the
I
fucking
know.
morning and you go to bed at 1:30,
Yeah.
you're really just walking on a cloud. It's really scary. And you don't really know it till you're in Detroit Airport.
Uh-huh.
That's the airport that lets you know you're in a twilight zone. You're awake, but not really. They have purple lights.
Yeah.
They have, when you connect there is a walk of death that is underneath the airport that you better be in shape to take. It's the walk of death, and they have neon. And that's what you realize. You're in a fucking twilight zone at
Right.
5 in the morning.
Yeah.
You're awake, but you're not really grasping, even if you drank coffee and whatever. And that's why I don't do a lot. Like, I used to have a bad habit of getting up and calling people.
Uh-huh.
And then I'd get off the phone and I'd say, fuck, I said a lot of wrong things to that person. I'm not fully awake. Get some coffee in you, write in your notebook, listen to some music, take your shit, do
Yeah.
a bong hit, and then make your calls. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would get up and whatever, when I was doing blow, I'd get up in a bad mood.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd wake up the next morning and call the agent and just unravel on him. Like,
Right.
how come I'm not in for the lead of Superman? Well, because you weigh 400 pounds Did you ever think about that? But in my cocaine mind, I should have read for Superman.
Sure.
You know, I'm exaggerating here, but I'm just saying.
I get the point, yeah.
In those days, I would get up and unleash on the agents at 9:01. Like,
Right.
hey, man, what the fuck? I haven't gotten out in 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll be like, Joey, what the fuck? You went out for 3 auditions last week. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Last week was last week, bitch. Get me something.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know.
Last week was last week.
Oh, yeah, I'm a terror.
Yeah.
When I was theatrical, really into it.
Yeah.
The worst thing I ever did was get breakdowns.
Uh-huh.
That's the worst thing. That's the reality.
You started
of the game.
figuring out you were right for about 1 million projects
You're
or something?
right for about 1 million projects, but you don't know why they're not calling you in.
Right.
And you confused. You confused. You start going on IMDb looking for names and numbers, and you're like, Matt Fulchiron, why aren't you fucking calling me?
Right.
And I always believe that, I mean, I got to be honest because I bust Lee's balls about this. I always believed that I lost a few jobs because of my behavior in those days and how aggressive I was.
Uh-huh.
But I would also not be able to sleep if I wasn't that aggressive.
Right, yeah. What is the medium, what is the middle ground? Because you can't just sit around, but then you can't intimidate or overdo it with people. They get annoyed with you.
They get annoyed with
Yeah.
you. And I remember being there was a casting director in town named Rick Pagano.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a movie and a couple things happened on the set that shouldn't supposed to happen. They did not involve me.
Uh-huh.
But in those days, I kind of took the blame for it.
Uh-huh.
And I'll never forget, he had a project that I was perfect for. The pay was perfect. The role was perfect. And finally, I go to that little farmer's market in Hollywood on Sundays.
Yeah.
By like Cole and all those
Right.
creepy streets. I saw him. And I fucking went up to him. I go, Rick, no disrespect. I've sent you 18 envelopes. You know, I've called your office 16 times. I'm perfect for that role. He goes, did you ever think that the director had a nephew that was perfect for that role also? He goes, that's what happened.
Right.
And I'm like, so you couldn't fucking call me? And, you know, I was a little upset with him. Now he never put me in nothing again.
Uh-huh.
But that's what that taught me, that you don't know what's going on with that project.
Of course not.
The director's thinking about something. The producer's thinking about somebody. Why they put it out to taunt me is what pisses me off.
Right.
It's like, you know that commercial with Mayhem?
Mm-hmm.
They made 200 people read for that.
200.
Regular people like me, you, and Lee.
Yeah.
Go to fucking 200 South La Brea, and I knew like 3 guys that went to the callback.
Yeah.
When they saw the guy that got hired, they were heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, why'd you waste our time?
Because they just hired him, you think, without an audition?
They already knew.
They already had him, right?
They knew.
Yeah.
This is a write-off. Sitting and watching you for a week, keep Lee happy. Yeah, go find somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing great, Lee. Go find somebody. I already got somebody. I already signed somebody.
Right.
But part of the casting SAG program, you have to have something.
Yeah.
I just make that. When you write something, if you're a writer, you're a writer.
Uh-huh.
When you're writing something, aren't you writing it with somebody in fucking mind?
Of course.
Okay, then what
Yeah.
the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
When I'm writing the role of Mush, I'm thinking about Lee.
Right.
When I sold the show to Fox,
Yeah.
Mush in my telemarketing office was Lee.
Right.
That's it. I was based off Lee, a kid out of college, young. I knew his father. His father made me take him, and he's not a salesman.
Right.
And every day I'm like, what type of Jew are you?
A
How can
flying
you
Jew.
not fucking sell? I know Jews that sell fucking in their sleep. I get the only Jew that can't fucking sell. But I love him. He's like my god nephew or whatever
Right.
in the pilot. When you write, you already have somebody in mind.
Yeah.
Mayhem, the guy I had I had a guy called something. I gave him like a prison name. It was Nick Turturro.
Right.
It was Nick Turturro's character. Was it going to be Nick? No. I don't know. If the network will say no.
Right.
That's what people don't know.
Yeah.
That you could write for people. I could write and go, this is going to, what's the guy that did A Star Is Born?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. I could write a role for Bradley Cooper. That doesn't mean Bradley Cooper's going to take it.
Right.
So everything adjusts after that. Bradley Cooper turned it down, and somebody else who looks like Bradley Cooper turned it down.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to switch his character around. I got to make him a garbage man
Right.
to look like Johnny Lavaca,
Right.
whatever the fuck.
Right.
So
Yeah.
by getting the breakdowns, it pissed me off
Mm-hmm.
because every day there'd be 8 submissions, and I was getting them. I was so addicted. Like my addicted personality from cocaine had become. I knew I would. There was no way they were going to look at me as a comic. There was no way my door was going to be open as a comic.
This is 20 years ago. You're
From
talking about
2000 to 2005, I was already blackballed in this town.
yeah,
I was a cokehead and I was a store comic.
yeah.
Dirty, hung out with Rogan, caused problems.
But you were getting acting work at that time. No.
No, I decided to attack acting
Yeah.
because I couldn't open a door in comedy.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a manager, couldn't get an agent.
Right.
Never went to Montreal. Nobody ever talked to me about nothing.
Right.
But I'm doing spots at the store, so something's got to be there.
Something's happening.
Something's
You got some
happening,
talent. You got some
but
ability.
Nobody's talking to me.
Right.
So in my mind, I go, let me open up a different door. Let me open up the acting door. I started
Yeah.
taking acting classes, talking to actors. They told me about this thing called the breakdowns. We get them, but you're not supposed to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I met somebody who goes, you want them? I'll send them to you every morning at 3 in the morning. So I would wake up at 6. Sometimes I would sleep an hour after doing coke.
Is that when you started waking up early? I know you like to wake up early.
No, I've always woken
Yeah,
up
okay.
early, but that's the early bird
Right.
catches the fucking worm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get up at 6, and there would be 104 or 5 pages, then 160 pages of breakdown.
Right.
And you got to sit there with glasses,
Yeah.
a notebook, and a pen,
It's exhausting.
and write it down and scroll. And they're looking for midgets, and they're looking for fucking vaudevillians, and they're looking for somebody to swallow a sword. You know, you'd read this shit. You know,
Yeah.
I'll never forget that I read for one, and I actually read it and went, wow. And then I actually got the call for it, and I was like, what? And it was like a commercial with alligators. And you were going to actually go into an ocean, like a river, and shoot this with the alligators.
Oh,
You were
my
just going to be in
God.
a metal case.
Was it for Jackass 3?
It was for something
Oh my
crazy.
god! And you submitted for this?
I didn't. You couldn't submit
Right.
from it. You had a.
But you could call your agent and be
But
like,
you
hey.
can call your agent.
Oh, okay,
So that's what you do. You type the information down, and when your agent gets to work, the first email, Joe Diaz. Jesus, what's he want? This is what you submit me for today. I'll call you in an hour. And I would call them and go, what happened with this? We called and left a message. What happened with this? They didn't return our call. What happened with this? There's nobody answered. Now I got to go to work.
Right.
Now I got to get an envelope, put it in there, and drive it down there personally. That's how
You would do that?
Oh, yeah.
You
Why
bring an
fucking-
envelope down there.
Bring a fucking headshot, fucking
Oh, okay.
headshot, a fucking bio.
Oh,
and 2
okay.
free passes to the
I thought you
Comedy
meant
Store.
an envelope full of money.
No. Who had money? I had no money. What do you think I'm looking for a job for? Because I had money. If I had money, I wouldn't fucking go down there. I'd say, fuck the job.
Right.
So in those days,
Silly
in those days, they would either be on Larchmount. Larchmount has an office of like 8 casting directors. Their main offices.
Yeah.
And then when they get called to do something at NBC, they cast you from NBC. But I would find out where their main office is. And I would hit their main offices. Problem is with the main offices, there's no receptionist. So you're just leaving it dry. That's a 50-50.
You're just leaving it somewhere?
You leave it under the door.
Gotcha.
You zip it under the door.
Uh-huh.
If there's a receptionist, you're halfway there because at least you have contact.
Right.
So you're the nicest person you could be with the receptionist.
Right.
God forbid she watches the Joe Rogan podcast. You're not going to believe who came into the office.
Yeah.
You follow me? So
I do.
there's always, when people always go to me, I'm having the hardest time finding an agent. Have you been down there?
Right.
No, I sent referrals. You got to go down there.
Yeah.
So every
That's
day,
good advice.
You got to get 25 numbers, and you're going to do 5 Monday, 5 Tuesday, 5 Wednesday, 5 Thursday.
Right.
Friday, they don't want to see nobody.
Right.
You want to see anybody on Friday?
No,
really.
not even myself.
Don't even bring, you don't want to see nobody on Friday. So you bring it down Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
And you're never going to know. I know a kid who walked into 3 Arts with a headshot. He got a call the next day.
Yeah.
Unseen, they signed him. So don't tell me.
Right. No,
Because
you got to do.
It was a chick, and he was good looking.
Right. And you got to do stuff
She
like that.
ran back there and told him, you got to see this guy. He's hot. He's Spanish. 3 Arts signed him.
Yeah.
But if he would have sent a submission, he wouldn't have seen that receptionist.
He's in a pile. He's
These
in
are
a
all-
pile.
you're in a
Even
pile.
though, literally or
You're
figuratively.
trying not to end up in the pile.
Right.
So you have to do the things that don't end up in the pile.
Yeah.
And this is with everything. What doesn't, where, if I'm going to spin my wheels in that direction, why do I want them to spin in that direction for? Mm-hmm. I'm wasting my fucking time. I heard something that was very interesting once to me. I heard that a casting director's job was to find the right actor for that job. The quickest, most efficient way. That turned me around at that time as an actor. I said, oh, if they're looking for me, I got to present myself.
Right.
I'm like my own ZipRecruiter. You know what I'm saying? I got to fucking pop up. You got to find your own candidates. Well, I'm a candidate for this. You might have not known about me because I'm not with CAA or Innovative. I'm with the coloring book. So they got no juice.
Right.
You know, they got no juice to get me in here. So I got to create my own juice. And that's what I would do. I would just go down there. And then I started putting the auditions on tape for them already.
Yeah.
Like for a movie that was in pre-production.
Just send it to them.
You have a friend that, you know, you've been here for 10 years. Everybody has a friend that was a comic that gave up and became an agent.
Right.
And he ends up in Lit
Yeah.
at ICM. So
Right.
you just call him. Don't.
Yeah.
See if you got the script for American Gangster. I was just reading it. Send me it on the mail. Well, don't give it to nobody else. I won't. Just send it to me. They do that all the time.
Right.
So I would get those scripts and look through them and send the package.
That's cool.
And sometimes you get it, and sometimes you don't.
But that happens anyways.
The longest yard, bro. I dropped it off on a Tuesday.
What, the tape?
They wouldn't see me. They wouldn't. They didn't want.
There you are, right there in the poster,
There
dude.
I am in the poster. Not that poster.
Whatever, you're on the
took me out of
plaque.
that poster.
Yeah.
See, when that movie came out, Big Pussy got arrested for domestic violence.
I missed that.
So the first set of posters, I'm in.
Yeah.
Once he got arrested, they didn't want me to confuse
look too
me
much
with
like
Pussy,
him.
so they took me out of the poster. That's one story. The other story is the fucking producers hated me so much at the end of the movie. They
Right.
just pulled me out of it, and I didn't give a fuck. I still got the original ones with me in them. So my daughter will sell them when she's
Right.
fucking 30. Who the fuck knows?
Did you create chaos on the set, or was that, did they dislike you for dumb reasons?
I think I was there because of Adam. Okay, I wasn't there because everybody agreed on me.
Gotcha.
And then once I got on there, not in New Mexico, but once we got up here, you know, you can only hide a problem for so long before it comes out.
Gotcha.
You know, when you come in and you have bags under your eyes and your nose
Yeah.
is leaking.
Wasn't that the movie you showed up on and you were completely broke? You had like 35 cents in your pocket, and then you just got
first
all this.
time.
You were loving the per diem.
The first day.
Yeah.
The first day when I got there.
Yeah.
I think I had $25 and I gave the limo driver a $5. They sent the limo to come get me
Yeah.
to the table read
Right.
and then straight to the airport.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we're going to LAX. We're headed to fucking Van Nuys.
Yeah.
A private jet and shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I got fucking $20 in a joint.
Yeah. That's always so
No
funny.
ATM card.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to a hotel, you got to give them an ATM card.
Yeah.
And I get to the hotel,
That's what happened to me. I was taping live at Gotham for Comedy Central. I spent all my money just getting from JFK to Midtown, and then they asked me for, at the hotel, the incidentals. I'm like, I got nothing. Luckily, my friend who was also taping lived with his dad, and he had tons of money on his credit card, and I got to sleep indoors that night. But that's so weird, though. You're going to tape TV. It's the weirdest business. I've taken Greyhound buses and private jets in the same month several times. It's nutty.
This is what keeps you, Pacino and the Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
And he goes, you take the subway. Well, what's his name? John Wick says,
Yeah.
to him, you take the subway.
Yeah.
You're fucking loaded. And he goes, I always want to keep my ear to the ground.
Right.
So it's really nice to take private jets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you're always going to end up on the Greyhound eventually.
Always.
It's like I told my man, Reno, Tahoe, and back to the ghetto.
Yes.
And as long as you know that going in, listen, man, I take UberX. Mm-hmm. I wake up some mornings, it says $10 on UberX. I'll take an UberX with 10 Puerto Ricans. We'll fit. I'll get 10
You
Puerto
love a
Ricans.
value. You never get over that.
Don't even tell me. How about XL? Fuck XL. I get 10 off on UberX today.
Yeah.
I'm piling everybody in the neighborhood in. We're sitting on laps. We're breathing on one another. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
When I went to New York to shoot that movie, I became like platinum. So I get all these fucking weird things like $25 off if you get this car.
Really?
Boom. Yeah, I'll get that car. If you're pushing me to that car,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll take it.
Right.
Uber's been very, 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 very good to me.
I love Uber.
You know how America's been very, very, very good to people?
Yes.
Like baseball. America has been very, very, very good to me.
Yeah.
America. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Uber has been very, very, very good to me.
I love Uber.
I just don't do the planned ride no more.
Oh, the scheduled ride?
They
fucked you over?
twice.
That's not good.
They fuck
That's
you.
not good.
They cancel. They charge you like $5.
Yeah.
And then now you're waiting for the airport. And I got to call again.
Yeah.
You motherless fuck.
That happened to me. I'm trying to catch a flight. Somebody's coming to get me for 20 minutes, and then they cancel when they're 1 minute away. I'm like, now I got to start from scratch, you motherfucker.
Starting Monday, that Uber to LAX is non-existent.
Well, I'm Burbank all day, so I ain't worried about it.
You going JetBlue?
Yeah.
To
Burbank to JFK.
Like a
Come on, man.
And
What the fuck else?
And that's a red eye too.
I don't even remember.
One there. Yeah, there's a 9:58.
I think it's a little earlier than
Right,
that.
there's two of them. They just added another one.
Yeah.
But there was one a day. JFK, Burbank, JFK.
It's beautiful.
They just don't have mint.
They just don't have men.
So wait, why can't you Uber to LAX?
Because they're going to drop you off at a terminal, and then you have to take a bus.
No.
Dude.
LAX, yes, brother.
That's worthless.
But if you,
Just take the bus.
So I can't imagine how big the lines are going to be to wait for the bus. So
I've walked onto LAX property before. That's how broke I've been. I just walked on, like running across roads.
I've seen people do that. Yeah.
Getting pinned for being ISIS.
That, yeah.
Just fucking, it's terrible.
I've done that.
That's starting Monday. You can't take an Uber to LAX?
29th.
Damn it. All right.
There goes Lee's life.
So you have to go to a terminal and then take a bus that circles the terminals. They're going to guarantee you that you hit a terminal every 3 minutes and all that stuff. But
that's no good. That's no good. Fuck LAX altogether now.
And other people are saying that what they should do is make a site in where they park the cars right across, like the parking garages, to put it there. It's going to be a lot easier. But talking from a consumer side, which I have to be honest with you, unless you fly into LAX at 11, I heard LAX at night is unbearable.
Oh my God.
LAX is terrible,
I heard
man.
Unbearable.
Well,
after 6 o'clock during the week, and I heard Sunday nights it takes you an hour to get out.
Yeah, man.
People were thinking of flying out to LAX. Sunday nights, you can't get out of there. I know I fly in early. You know, I leave at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, at 9 in the morning, you got to see what it looks like out there to get an Uber.
Yeah.
And the taxis, they look like they got AIDS. There's 20 taxis.
Yeah.
And you can't blame them.
Right.
Because I know when I take an Uber, it's $30 cheaper.
Yeah.
God forbid I take the Uber X, it's $40.
Right.
What about JFK? Is not great though either. JFK.
Yeah, but I don't have to take a car out of JFK. I can get on a train. Once again, the train saves the day.
You take the train from JFK back?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's at a decent hour, definitely. And it's only like $7-8. Get all the way home.
Wow.
What kind of train is it? Like
you get on the AirTran, that takes you to the subway. Take the subway home. Piece of fucking cake. The regular subway.
Oh, but
take
you
the
got
E-train.
your luggage and you got people looking at you.
It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass, but it's cheap, and I kind of like it better than waiting for a taxi. If I'm in the mood. Let's put it that way. By the way, I have a new travel podcast called Roadheads.
Really?
Came out today. It's all about this stuff. Yeah. It's all about traveling and traveling with no money, which I've done several times. Millions of times, it feels like.
You ever jump over a counter at Denver Airport and steal a pack of cigarettes?
No, that's you.
And go into the bathroom and spark it up?
No, you did that. How'd that go?
I got away with it. I'm here. Right? Remember, you robbed some at an airport. I can't tell you how many times out of Terminal 48, 49, American, that last convenience store, I just went to the airport to shoplift them.
Really?
That last convenience store at American Airline Terminal.
And was this before 9/11?
This was till about 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Till about 2010, I made it a habit. Just fuck it. I couldn't afford to eat at the hamburger stand or nothing.
Right.
So I would go into one of those things, take one of those turkey Swiss sandwiches.
Yeah.
I've been there for 2 days. I'd take a Rocky Mountain Post. What do you call those? The New York Post?
Yeah.
At LAX, they sell the New York Post.
Really?
For $3.
Okay.
$3 for a newspaper.
Yeah.
So I'd take a fucking can of soda, put it in my pocket. There'd be a line of people there, and I'd just take the newspaper, put that stale turkey sandwich on by with the little side packages of mayonnaise, and I'd trickle my way to the door little by little.
Right.
Walk out. For years, I lived. I still remember.
But you jumped behind the counter to get the cigarettes?
In Denver one time,
Yeah.
when I went to shoot, analyze this, analyze that.
Yeah.
I went to the audition. They didn't pay for the audition. They paid for my flight to shoot, but they didn't pay for my flight to the audition.
Right.
So my buddy threw me a buddy pass through Frontier.
Fly standby?
Through Frontier Airlines,
Oh, my God.
which was completely a nightmare.
No kidding.
When I was supposed to audition that afternoon at 2. When I got off the plane at 11 in the morning, there was no luggage. My luggage was in Tallahassee.
Fuck.
So it was one of those type of deals. I basically went to New York, had to borrow $100 from my friend, get a warm-up suit. For some reason, my stepfather gave me a ring that day because it was my birthday. He gave me a ring. The only thing he ever gave me after my mom died was a nice big gold diamond ring. And I wore the ring to the audition. I had to buy a warm-up suit and sneakers. I didn't get my luggage till I got back to L.A.
Jeez.
So that night I slept in the fucking warm-up suit.
Yeah.
Got home. The next day I had to go to another buddy of mine, borrow another 100 and go back to Modell's.
Yeah.
Modell's, and I got like warm-up pants because I was 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And there was no jeans.
Sure.
It'd be easier with sweats and a hooded sweatshirt than to have to buy a belt and pants and fucking garter belts and suspenders and shit.
Yeah.
So at that time I was in 418. I was like 370 or something.
Okay.
360. And I stayed another day, and then like the guy who drove me to the airport, I didn't have the nerve to ask him. He had just drove me for free.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the nerve to ask him to give me $10 to eat something.
Yeah.
And I got on that plane with like $2. And I think I ate something at Newark. I didn't shoplift at Newark. But once I got to Denver, I had no fucking choice, and I was smoking that.
You're damn right you were.
And I had a connecting airline, a connecting flight.
Yeah.
You cannot walk out of Denver, smoke, and walk back.
I know.
It's an hour. You will miss your flight.
Yeah.
So I had to do that in Newark one night, and I fucking almost died. And I'll never forget Newark, that I was walking, and I saw them walking towards me with the dog. I had the reefer in my pocket. So I ran into the bathroom and hid the reefer in a toilet roll.
Yeah.
And somebody in those toilet, like a toilet, but I put it in the roll.
Gotcha.
I walked out. Once the dog passed by, I went back in.
Holy shit.
Took the weed out, rolled it in the bathroom, and ran back outside in Newark. This has to be 2002.
Okay.
I'm outside smoking the fucking number. My head's on a swivel, and I'm smoking a number. And as I'm going to go throw the roach away, the cop with the dog is 10 feet away from me. I gently flick the roach, and I make believe like I don't know what he's saying. All of a sudden, he's like, "Man, I love your show on HBO." This poor bastard. This poor bastard, but wouldn't arrest me even if he wanted to.
Right.
You know, I just got 1,000 of those airline stories. But on the way back in Denver, I couldn't take it.
Right.
Like I hadn't smoked in like fucking 10 hours. And I had no money. And I went to a store that was closing. So they had gone somewhere and the gate was open.
Right.
Like the gate
just barely.
The gate was half open.
Right.
This is how crazy I was. And I just went, looked around.
Yeah.
I reached over. I took a pack of Marlboro Lights. I took a fucking lighter.
Yeah.
And I ran in the fucking bathroom and smoked in the stall.
Dude.
I smoked like 2 of them in the stall. And
That's
got on the plane.
insanity. That's craziness.
I still remember going to Lubbock to do Froggy Bottoms.
And
transferring in Houston. I was in Houston, and my flight was scheduled for like, let's say 10 in the morning. And the only reason why I was going early was because they wanted me to do radio. So I just wanted to get a hotel and get settled and snort coke in Lubbock.
Right.
I didn't know. I'll never forget staying at that airport all day broke because they kept saying Southwest will give you a $250 voucher if you get off this flight.
Yeah.
So that whole day I was at that airport with maybe $2, no phone. I used to have a pager.
Right.
I would just have change in my pocket if I had to call somebody in a calling card.
Yeah.
And I would just shoplift at those airports.
No
all day.
kidding.
I'm very ashamed to say it, but it's the truth.
You were hungry, man.
Hey, man, you got to survive as a comic.
Right.
And never mind when you start getting on buses. I got hours of, when you pull into Charlotte, when you're connecting from Charlotte and you're going to D.C., I got bad news for you. There's nothing open in Charlotte at the bus station.
No kidding.
They just have a little area open. And you look up and there's a vending machine.
Yeah, I know. Now you're eating Reese's Pieces for dinner.
Yeah, you're eating potato chips, sour cream and onion. Hopefully some of them would have the sausage with the piece of cheese.
Yeah, or some cheese and crackers or something.
Something the fucking stick.
That resembled food.
People have no idea when you travel as a comic and you're working for $500 a week.
You got to make everything count.
And the bus is $90. And, and you're just like
that's what people
chips and sandwiches. I got big at that time. Yes, I was very lazy.
Yeah.
But my diet, I was only eating onion rings and the cheeseburgers from the club and jalapenos.
I was trying to take all my payment in beer and food for a while. I blew, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't getting paid enough. I'm like, just give me more food, give me more beer. I don't know why. I mean, I know I can't put that in my ATM, but I was just like, just keep it coming. I put on tons of weight a couple years ago.
There's a couple years as a comic where you're just stuck.
Yeah.
You're just stuck in limbo land.
You're just stuck for years,
You just finally say to yourself, I'm very happy paying rent and eating.
Yeah.
However that is. You know, if it means I got to go down to the Hermosa, what's that comedy club? The
Comedy and Magic. Yeah.
I'll never forget Ralphie being broke as fuck going.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I called down there, player.
They'll feed you.
They feed you.
They feed you something nice.
And they give you something to go.
Exactly.
Which is really rare.
You can get 2 dinners if you want.
Yeah. Salmon.
Yeah.
When you're broke.
Steak.
A steak when you're fucking broke.
Get the fuck out of here.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I'll go down now sometimes when I don't even have a spot. What's up, full charge? What do you want to eat? Steak, motherfucker.
When?
I'll go down there. I go down to Comedy Magic. I don't even have a spot sometimes. I probably shouldn't put that out there. Now everybody's going to do it. But I've done it. Why not? I was hungry.
They always ask you hungry? And you always play it off at first.
They make you eat.
You always play it off at
I'm
first.
fine.
You could have a hole in your stomach. You're ready to shit blood. But your fucking ego is like, nah. Maybe I'll get something later.
Oh, Joe, you got to eat.
And also the waits to come over. You sure?
Yeah.
He made special. And you're like, I just ate 20 minutes ago. But meanwhile, you haven't eaten
20 days
since
ago.
You ate that fucking dry cereal at 11 o'clock in the morning with no milk. You even thought about putting water in it so it would expand in your stomach like that fucking Special K. You know how many boxes of dry Special K? I used to just buy the fucking boxes.
Did you eat it with your hands or what?
There's a point where I don't really know what happened to me because I wasn't eating enough to justify the weight I was gaining. But it was metabolism, sitting on those buses for 8 hours.
And stress can do it too.
Sitting on those buses. Well, the sleep apnea, when the sleep apnea came on, I had that initial, because your body's releasing cortisol. So it's releasing like a danger. And cortisol gets you fat. It makes your back swell. Like when you see people with the hunch, that's cortisol.
And that's because they have sleep apnea, or is
because they have stress.
Stress,
releases cortisol in your body, which is bad. So. But you learn all about those things, from going out, and you learn about your body and what it can handle. And I got to be honest with you, the other night I got the Pat Benatar night. I got so high, I came home. I was looking at the refrigerator, and I usually eat like a protein bar or an apple. I found my daughter's Halloween candy from like a year ago. And I had like, those 3 little, they're little.
Yeah.
There were no points. They were like 2 points apiece. I had like 3 of those. They're fluffy in the middle and chocolate outside.
Oh.
Not a $1,000 bar. Not a Hershey's bar.
It's not a Milky Way, is it?
Babe Ruth, I think. Is it Babe Ruth?
No. It's like a Milky Way.
3 Musketeers?
Yeah.
The 3 Musketeers.
That's some bullshit right there, but it's delicious. It's called nougat. Whatever the fuck nougat is.
I had 3 of those before I went to bed. And I fell asleep. I don't know how with the sugar content. But just the 3 of those chocolates at night.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't feel too good the next day.
Well, it's heaven while it's happening.
I had 2 mistakes last week. I ate that, and one night I had deviled ham out of a can. I haven't had deviled ham since prison. It just destroyed.
No shit.
It just destroyed my internal combustion system. My shit was coming out. You see how black this table is?
Yeah, I do.
That's how it came out for 2 days.
The tar shit.
Like, it just destroyed my internal. I had to go back to probiotics. I had to drink that fucking shit. KO. That's how my body can't handle that
No
shit.
kidding, dude.
No.
That's worse than spam.
I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not making shit up here. My body shut down on that. Like sardines. When I was in prison, I ate more sardines than Gilligan.
Yeah.
I was eating sardines like it was my island. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, man, once I got out of prison, I ate so many fucking sardines. I eat fish,
Right.
but I ain't fucking with no sardines.
Those days are over.
Damn, Lee, I could go for that happy hour.
Let's do it.
Over at fucking Deja Vu over
We
there.
started in about an hour.
What's the name of it?
Sushi Dan.
Damn, I haven't been there in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They got a nice happy hour because I keep it simple now.
Sure.
No more compound sushi. It's too many points. I
Gotcha.
just keep it with the spicy tuna, 6
Yeah.
points.
Oh man, I
You
had that
gave
the
me
other
shit
day.
for months for eating spicy tuna. What the?
But the little,
But now he's not.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
their spicy tuna is delicious. This mutt just eats spicy tuna, shrimp, and there's one other thing.
Regular tuna and shrimp tempura.
That's it. That's all he eats.
Yeah.
So I can't take him nowhere. He's an embarrassment.
Sure. Right. That's
He
that
eats
entry level
California roll. Yeah.
white person
I
shit.
can't take him to nobody. 'Cause
Yeah.
I eat the real deal. I get the fucking blue crab.
Yeah.
That blue crab.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. With spider roll, with the crab in it and shit.
Yeah, you're
This
speaking my language.
You know, vitamin D almost killed him last week. Forget about it. I gave him a blue crab. I put him out in the sun for 6 minutes. You should have seen him. He almost had a heart
Yeah,
attack.
you always leave out that we were smoking one of those crazy joints.
But what's that got to do with breaking out?
because I
profusely?
was coughing. It wasn't the
You weren't
vitamin
coughing.
D.
How many? Since when does coughing burn calories? You
It
didn't
does
do
a little bit.
You weren't. He wasn't doing nothing. Trust me.
Yeah.
He took 2 hits. I looked down. I looked
Yeah.
up. It's like going to New York. You look up. You see
Yeah.
a beautiful city. You look down. Your bags
Right.
are gone.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
thing. I look up. He's sweating profusely from
Yeah.
vitamin D.
So you don't go outside that much? You're a
He
vampire?
don't, bro. He hates the sun.
Is that right?
I mean, when I walk from the car to somewhere else, yeah.
That's it, huh?
But it's different. When I was in New York, I walk. It's
course.
fun.
Right.
Here, it's boring as fuck. It's nothing to do. Not, and I don't like it. It's not that I like walking anyways. I'm not trying to say like I love walking in New York, but at least in New York, you go to a store. There's people
Right.
shitting on the floor. Like it's fun.
There's stuff to see.
Well, you got homeless down the corner from your.
Yeah, I got
got
homeless people
Popeye.
shitting in my fucking.
You got Popeye's chicken down the.
Yeah,
block.
so why am I gonna walk to Popeye's chicken?
And you
for?
got a hot dog stand across the street from
Yeah.
that. You live like a doctor. You got fucking John's across the street from.
Oh yeah, that's a barrel of laughs, John's.
You
What's
got-
John's?
They pretend it's Vaughn's, which is nice.
Oh, I love that shit.
But it's John's.
Yeah, the ripoff. I love that.
8,000 Russian people. They hit your car every time you go in there. They have 2 cashiers who don't speak English. I hate
Dog,
John's.
every time I go in there, I see somebody get hit by a car. Those Russian Jews
Yeah,
are ruthless.
yeah.
Those white people can't handle those Russian
Right.
Jews. Every time you go in there, you see a fucking ambulance.
Yeah.
I swear to God, there's a Russian Jew going down over there.
Everything's
parking
stale.
lot.
I don't go in there. My wife goes in there.
Yeah.
'Cause supposedly
The bread's good. The bread's really
The bread's really good, and the cold cuts.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
about
have
that.
like that ham that Ari likes from
Yeah, yeah.
Spain. It sells out by lunchtime, but they
Yeah, John's always looks like it's
John-
been raided.
yeah,
it always
it
looks
is.
like somebody came in and grabbed
There's
a bunch
two
of shit. And
places
they don't
in
replace
Hollywood
it.
I do not
Yeah.
like. John's and the one Felipe goops on.
What's that?
Food for less.
less. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
that joke though.
That
I love
joke,
that joke.
fucking creep.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Food for less in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You got to be out of your mind to go there.
Yeah.
And at that area, then it was really bad. And we used to have to park under the Food for Less and walk upstairs. You feared for your life.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'd fear for your life. And this is Uncle Joey telling you. And my wife, she's a sweetheart. She used to go, let's go there at 7.
Uh-huh.
And I go, listen, that's not happening. We go to Food for Less Saturdays when
Yeah.
there's the most people ever in that area.
Right. Witnesses.
Because that area isn't a good area.
No kidding.
Anyway, that's Western. Mm-hmm. Western. Let me tell you how crazy Western.
Let's talk about Western, because when I first moved here, the Pussycat Theater was right there. Am I right about that? The porno theater. Right on Western and Sunset, but it was actually on Western.
Western and Sunset.
So it was just north of Sunset. The Pussycat Theater is one of the last porno theaters still around. In the late 90s, it was still around.
Wow.
I don't
Now it's a UCB.
I just know that I used to go to Sprint over there.
Uh-huh.
Hollywood and Western has the lumber place, the hardware store.
Right, all that.
And you go in there and there's Mexicans outside.
Right.
And they have a Mexican food catering truck.
Uh-huh.
Those Mexicans could not slip because the Mexicans that were landscapers and builders that were hungry would stab them. If you ever want good Mexican food in Hollywood, forget about all those cliche restaurants.
The truck.
Go to the truck at what's the name of that?
Home Depot or
Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be funny here.
I know.
They have a carne asada,
Yeah.
like a thing on a bone, a thin steak on a bone there with rice and beans. Lee,
Yeah, it sounds
sure.
delicious.
Your heart will blow up. But I used to be there. Used to be a Sprint there. There's a Hawaiian restaurant thing there.
Yeah.
And next to the Hawaiian restaurant thing, there's like a thing where you buy sheds.
Uh-huh.
And then across the street, there's a McDonald's.
Right,
on
right.
Sunset in Hollywood.
Yes.
There's a McDonald's. Behind the McDonald's is Food for Less.
Yeah.
That was that neighborhood. That street after sunset, go past Sunset at night and see what you see for those next 3 blocks.
Right.
It's not
Mad
pretty.
Max.
It's not pretty.
Yeah.
So one night, I go to El Compadre to cop Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm listening.
This has to be, I quit doing Coke in 2007. 2004, like I said, sometimes you don't need material
Right.
in your life. You just have comedy appears. And that time I had a lot of comedy that came to me. And one night I was walking into El Compadre through the back door, the cop from the Armenian. But before I could get to the Armenian, a kid came up to me on a bicycle. A Mexican dude. He's like, hey, how you doing? he starts talking to me and shit.
Yeah.
This is a true story. He starts talking to me and shit. ¿Cómo está? And I thought I knew him.
Uh-huh.
I think he knew me from the longest yard. Let's
Okay.
be honest. So it was like 2005.
Okay.
Because I dealt with him for 2 years only. And I dealt with him in extreme situations.
Uh-huh.
So this is how this guy sold you Coke. He talked to me that first time. He's like, hey, ¿cómo está? And he goes, ¿qué está buscando? Like, what are you looking for? And I didn't know if the Armenian was there. I didn't know.
Right.
Perico, and he goes, and he goes in his pocket, bro, right outside. It's got to be 8:30 at night. There's people on the balcony at El Compadre. We're in a parking lot.
Yeah.
He goes in his pocket, takes out a Coke Rock, and just fucking puts it in my nose. Right?
Really?
He goes, here, try this.
That's delivery right
He
there.
puts it right in my nose with his fucking with his little HIV finger, whatever the fuck.
Right.
He had, his hepatitis C, because that's how you get hepatitis, by snorting Coke with $100 bills and bills.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's how a lot of people have hepatitis today.
No kidding.
And the question
Jesus.
is, did you snort Coke from a straw or intravenous?
Right.
Because when you put your straw in your nose and then you put in your nose, that's how people would get
Hep C? You get hepatitis C?
The hep, yeah, the hep. So what we talking about is this guy,
You all right,
I brought him back. Yeah,
this guy had like hepatitis C or whatever. It doesn't really matter. He put the Coke Rock in my nose, and immediately I was fucked up.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, what do you want? And I go, what's a gram? And he goes, yeah. He just said, so I gave him $60 and no wrapping, no nothing. He just took a bag out and he goes, dame la mano. And I put my hand out. He just put a chunk on my hand.
Wow.
And I just closed it. I go, that's a lot of Coke. He goes, pati, first time deal.
Yeah.
And he goes, if you want to find me, I'm on Sunset and Western.
Coke for less.
So I go, Sunset and Western, right? I go, okay, no worry. I'll keep that in mind. I take the Coke home. It's fire.
Uh-huh.
It's fire.
Nice.
So in those days, I had like 3 or 4 drug dealers because I didn't want them to know how much Coke I was really doing.
Right. You don't want to be judged by your drug
I
dealer.
had the Armenian at El Compadre. I had the guitar player at El Compadre.
Uh-huh.
I had my black buddy, D Money, and I had John Blaze, the bartender at one of those Hollywood clubs.
Yeah.
So
That sounds
I
familiar.
had 4 different drug dealers, and nobody knew. Nobody knew I had tabs.
Right.
I always had a tab with D Money, and I wouldn't have a tab with John Blaze. I always had a tab with the Armenian, but the guitar player at El Compadre wouldn't give me a tab.
Yeah.
So it was nights where you're all tabbed up,
Right.
and the other 2 dealers aren't around. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what
I got to
the
pay
fuck?
for this?
So one night I'm sitting there in my apartment, I'm jawing, I'm about to jerk off for the 8th time.
Sure.
I'm like, I gotta get some more Coke. And all of a sudden I heard, come to Sunset and Western. I'm always there. And I'm like,
You had a little flashback like in a movie.
like in a movie. Like I heard like that voice, like you can do it. You know, like when he's about to lose, he's swimming.
Yeah.
And you get like a vision of your father.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, what's he say? What's Spider-Man?
The Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Responsibility. What the uncle?
With great power comes great responsibility.
So I'm sitting there and I hear like
Right.
go to Sunset in Weston.
With debt comes more hookups.
Yeah, with great power comes responsibility. I heard his voice. Give me that whole Spider-Man speech.
Yeah.
So I got in my car and I went to the street past Western
Uh-huh.
on Hollywood Boulevard. And I made a right down the Sunset. And I drove up and I'm like looking around. I don't know what they yell for. It's 2 a.m. That part of town is kind of empty. I get to Hollywood and Weston at that light. It was a red light. I'm like, okay, I look at the McDonald's. It's open then. I think they closed it.
Yeah.
But that's why I bought breakfast for my wife and her 2 girlfriends when my daughter Mercy was born.
Uh-huh.
I got the call at like 4. We're going to go into labor, and I stopped at McDonald's. Is open. Like, I brought breakfast. They're like, oh, it fucking smells. So I'm sitting there eating Egg McMuffins, the whole fucking deal. So I'm at that light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know if I should make a noise, if I got to beep.
Right.
Or whatever. So, dog, the light changes. I'm like the second car in the lane. The light changes, and I'm driving. But guess what?
What?
At the next light, there's a red light. At the next corner, there's a red light. Who do you think comes up to me in this little bicycle?
Yoda.
He comes up and goes, hey, how you doing? You come here and you find me. It's 2 in the fucking morning. He goes, pull over. So right there by Sunset, we just pulled over on his bicycle. He came around, opened up the fucking car door. First thing he does is make sure you're not a cop. He puts a Coke rock in your nose.
Oh, really?
There's no conversation.
Gotcha.
There's no conversation.
What does that accomplish? Like, if you got a Coke rock in your nose, you can't be a cop?
But if he puts it in and you snort it, he knows you're not a cop.
Gotcha.
In his mind.
Gotcha.
So he would give you a little taste. And you're like, wow.
I'm ready to buy.
And you're like 50, and he'd give you a little Coke thing with no package, no nothing. Mm-hmm. You'd just be driving home on Sunset. Like
handful of Coke.
Like a handful of Coke, like a delivery boy from Domino's.
Windows rolled up.
You think I'm fucking kidding you?
No AC.
How many times that guy gave me Coke in the palm of my hand with not a fucking... But that's how bad Western used to be. So food for less is right there. And there's something else right there, too, that's kind of scary.
Everything over there is sketchy. But now they're making a shopping mall out of it, aren't they?
Okay, but you know where that McDonald's is?
Yeah.
Across the street from that, to let you guys know how fucking crazy Hollywood is.
Yeah.
Was one of the biggest casting offices in this town.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. That right across the street from that McDonald's, if you look, there's like a bunch of like, sell your kids, those type of buildings, like get a loan tonight.
Yeah.
Sell your daughter to the Mexican cartel.
Right.
And then there's like a little house that's you'd think like who would live there? 20 years ago, Travolta was going to do a movie for fucking the director from Drugstore Cowboy.
Gus Van Sant.
We're going to do a movie about a singer that used 2 stand-ups. And we went to the studio first and read. But the final callback was at that house. I remember going there like at 10 in the morning. Going, what the fuck is this shit?
Right.
Like, what is this? And that was the first time ever that I went into a room. Travolta was in the room.
No shit.
And I go out of all the studios and shit I've been to. There's never an actor there.
Right.
I come to the haunted house on Western Boulevard, and there's fucking Travolta here with fucking Gus Van Sant.
That's crazy, man.
I was laughing the other day because I watch I've been watching Cheers, and Joey always says how old L.A. is. They had a scene in L.A. up by that clown liquor store.
Yeah.
It looks the same. It looks the same from
Right.
89.
They're not changing that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That whole block.
The clown is on violin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that scary ass drunk clown.
That whole block looks the same from like 1990.
Cheers was 1990, and that block still looks the same. I think
I would say
Cheers
so.
was a little earlier.
Well, no.
Cheers was earlier.
I'm in the last couple seasons now.
Okay.
Cheers was like early 80s to early 90s.
That's funny because last night they had Less Than Zero on.
Yeah.
And they scrolled through different places of Beverly Hills, and none of those places are there.
Oh yeah, Beverly Hills.
But when they scrolled through Hollywood, I saw Hollywood Neon. That's all I remember.
Right.
But there's times like when you watch Lethal Weapon, The first Lethal Weapon is hilarious. That's the neighborhood I lived in.
Yeah.
1 minute he's on Schrader, and 2 minutes later he's fighting, what's his name, under the 101.
Right.
It's impossible.
It is impossible.
It's impossible. And when he goes, I'm going to go head for him. I'll cut him off on Vine.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You ain't anywhere near
It would
Vine.
take you 35 minutes to cut him off on fucking Vine.
You need a helicopter.
You know, when you watch Pretty Women,
Yeah.
watch Pretty Women, you'll die. When they go down Hollywood Boulevard, you're like, oh my God, that's still there?
Yeah.
The one with Valley Girl.
Right.
Valley Girl will really kill you.
Yeah.
SWAT.
What?
When they were shooting SWAT, I lived in that neighborhood.
I don't know SWAT.
SWAT, the last one they just shot in 2005.
Yeah, with the Irish guy.
On the corner of, they shoot that on Wilcox. Look at the sign. That's Wilcox and Hollywood Boulevard. I lived right around the fucking corner.
Yeah.
When they did the bus and the people escape and all that.
Right.
So it's really weird when you live on the East Coast and you've never come out here.
Yeah. The best case scenario is that show 24. Jack Bauer would go from like Simi Valley to Venice Beach in like 15 minutes. You know, he'd be all over the place in that scenario.
Less than zero. She went from Beverly Hills to Yuma.
Yeah.
Zuma. What's the beach? What's the beach?
Yeah, I think it's Zuma Beach.
Zuma Beach?
I think so.
They're like, where's Adrian? Well, he likes to go to Zuma Beach. And like, it took him like 8 minutes. There was no traffic.
Right.
In no scene in less than zero was there traffic.
I know.
And there was like 8 people on the beach jumping up and down.
Which is funny because I actually did read the book, believe it or not, and they mentioned traffic in that book a lot. I think it's when traffic was just starting in the 80s. Like LA was starting to get out of control in the 70s, I think, and all the smog and everything.
Book?
I ended up reading that book.
After or before the movie?
I didn't see the movie when it came out. I read the book first, and then I didn't see the movie until like the year 2000 or something.
So you were, when you read the book, was the movie out yet?
Yeah, the movie has been out forever, and the book is nothing like the movie.
How long did the book come out before the movie?
I really don't know, but I don't think it was that long. I remember I rented that when I finally did rent that movie. It was a weird thing with my video store clerk. I was like, "Hey, where's Less Than Zero? I want to watch that movie." And he's like, "It's in the G&L section." And he's like looking at the table. I'm like, "G&L?" He's like, "Gay and lesbian." And I was like, "All right." And he just seemed like really weird with me after that. We were like boys until that moment. And then all of a sudden he thought I was fucking weird.
The guy that turned me on to that movie, like I didn't like those type of movies. Like I don't like those Hollywood type movies. And the guy that turned me on to that movie was a big time cokehead who smoked it.
Uh-huh.
And one day I went to his house to do something. He goes, "Hey, you ever watch Less Than Zero?" He goes, "You got to watch it." And he has that shit down to a science. He's got to be getting high.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's getting high in that movie. And I'm
Right.
like, really? And I watched the movie, and he goes, when he's got the shit around his gums and he's sweating, he goes to his father's house. And it just, last night disturbed me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because now I'm seeing what it reminded me of me at that age.
Yeah.
You know, Less Than Zero is a movie about a fucking kid who's a junkie. And he's got, you know, he lives in this unrealistic fucking world of Beverly Hills where the first Christmas party, there's 200 TVs at the Christmas party. They just have people dancing. This is just unrealistic.
Yeah.
But it probably does happen. These are the sons of movie stars. Or,
Right.
You know, there's no parents around none of the movies. When he went back to his house, he went into a gym that topples fucking golds in Venice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have tons of money. But I watched the movie, and I was thinking of canceling my spot at the store, like I said.
Yeah.
Until he started throwing the figure $50,000 around.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to his friend, Andrew McCarthy, and he goes, "I need the $50,000. They're going to put me to suck dick." Because remember, he was finally sucking dick.
That's why I was in the G&L section.
Right. They were just picking him up and taking him to drop him off to suck dick.
Right.
And the bullies from Karate Kid. It was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bully
yeah.
from
Was it
Karate Kid.
Zapka?
I don't
was
know
it the
who it
main
was.
guy?
I forget.
Or was it fuck, whatever.
One of those fucking
Yeah.
guys that was big in those 80s
Yeah.
movies is the guy that's driving them. Then he escapes and he goes
Right.
to what's his name. But it's weird. Are you ready for this? This is scary. This is why I had to get out of the house last night. Because when he started talking about owing $50,000, I still know a guy I owe 40 grand for cocaine.
Fuck.
40?
Probably.
Is the guitar player?
No.
That's a lot of money.
How long does that take to rack up that?
Is there
kind of
interest?
bill?
2 months.
What?
But I was fronting the quarter, 4 ounces at a time. So listen to
Stressing out Lee.
Yeah.
Oh no! This movie was stressing me out. Just thinking about it.
Right.
That I owed this one guy 40. I owed her partner, his partner, 20.
Oh my God.
And I owed their friend another. I was in the.
Why am I nervous? Jesus
I was
Christ.
in the $30,000 league.
Yeah.
1986. I'm 23 years old,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I owed.
Hazy
That's like
shade of winter.
$100,000.
I was behind $100,000 in cocaine money.
That's insane.
You can't even fucking imagine that.
I can't.
And he had borrowed money for a restaurant
Uh-huh.
in that movie. He wanted to borrow
Right.
$50,000 for a restaurant to open up a business or something. It failed.
Uh-huh.
This was, I would just go to somebody and go, I need that. Again, they would go, where's the money from the original? I gave it out. I'm waiting on the front. I had to pay for this. Just give it to me again. Next time I see you, I'll pay you the whole time. Then I would show up again with a story.
Uh-huh. And they kept giving you?
And then I would go back to the guy and go, listen, I've been bullshitting you. I got robbed 2 weeks ago. I just didn't have the heart to tell you.
Yeah.
You got to make me start over again. He would give me another half a
Holy
kilo.
shit.
It was just because,
Were you keeping track of what you owed? Or was he?
oh yeah. I
Yeah,
was
okay.
keeping track,
Yeah.
I knew in my mind he wasn't going to see dick.
Right.
I knew in my mind he wasn't going to see dick. And then one day I went to a bar and I bumped into him and her were getting it together so they would get it cheaper.
Uh-huh.
So I bumped into her and she's like, why don't you ever get shit from me? I'm like, I would, but I'm with this other girl.
Yeah.
He goes, no, from now on you're from me. Follow me home, I'll give you a half a kilo. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it down. You know, in those days, people come up to you and go, you know anybody who does coke? No. Why? I was going to give you a couple ounces, see if you can move. Just leave them here, maybe. Get the fuck out of here. I was going to be in that bag as soon as you walked out the fucking door.
I was gonna say, how much of that $100,000 did you snort, and how much did you sell?
All of it.
You snorted all of it?
You know, Lee, somebody gives you
Oh my god.
8 ounces of coke. They want 1,200 apiece.
Okay.
What's 8 times 12?
96.
96. Okay, so now you got to give them $9,600. Let's say you bump into, and I'm just saying this as just, let's say you bump into Kate Quigley. And you have $9,600 worth of cocaine in your pocket. And you throw a cut on that. And you're going to make $15,000 and you're still going to keep an ounce for yourself to fucking go crazy. But guess what? You go to the comedy store, you give a little bit to this guy, you give a little bit to that guy. You sell most of it. And now you start getting all that cash, right? It's not your cash. So now you're at the comedy store, it's 10 to 2, you got $6,000 in your pocket. Kate Quigley's looking bad in a motherfucker. And she's like, well, I really can't go to my place because, and you're like, fuck it, let's go to the Standard. It's not your money, but what do you give a fuck? It's 4 a.m, Kate Quigley's there, and you got 6 ounces of coke in your pocket. You're gonna light her pussy on fire. You're gonna do everything to her but make a mop. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna play fucking? Well, I can't take you home because my mother. No.
You're gonna whip out that $6,000.
You're gonna whip out that $6,000, and you're gonna get the best room at that Standard. This is Kate Quigley. She's got the body of a thoroughbred. Okay. And you're gonna go up there, and guess what? What are you gonna do when you get there? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna?
You might
do?
have some coke on you. You might want to break that out.
What are you gonna drink? Pink
Can't drink
Diet
water,
Coke.
yeah.
No. So that refrigerator, that's $8 a bottle.
Yeah.
You're doing the whole thing, and you get another case. You're gonna call them and say, "Look, I got this little blonde up here. Send me up another refrigerator because this is going down."
Right.
How much is the refrigerator? 800. Don't matter.
Bring one
Bring
up.
it It's not my money. It don't matter. And that ounce that you were supposed to sell, Kate Quigley's a fucking vacuum. And for you to eat
There
her
goes that
pussy,
ounce.
there goes that ounce, Jack. Plus the one you're going to take out in the morning. And what are you going to do at 11 when they call you? Mr. Syatt, are you checking out? And you look over and she's passed out with no panties on. Are you going to check out? Nah. I'm going to stay here for another day. By the way, you got room service? Send up 18 eggs, bacon, everything. because I got a blonde next to me and I still got half a bag left, and she don't even know what country she's at.
Now you're
And all
40
of a sudden-
grand in debt.
And now you're 40. That's how quick it is. You just dropped 6,000.
I can't tell you how anxious I am for you
You just dropped 6 G's.
in 12
So now
hours.
That whole fucking night. You know how many nights I went out? I remember one night I went out with 4 ounces of coke. The guy's like, "What time I gotta?" All right, let's just go to New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, 84, 85. This guy, I had been working this pigeon for a month. He had heard all the rumors. He was watching me like a hawk.
Right.
He was giving me an 8 ball at a time. And then I worked myself up to a quarter. But I knew the day was coming. I was going to get him off guard. And then and I was getting him up to a half ounce. And what time are you going to meet you with this money? I'm going to see you tonight. Because he knew
Yeah.
never to give me the coke and say tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're not going to get it.
Right.
If you're going to give it to me at midnight, you better get to that bar or any bar in that vicinity by 3. Because I'm at one of those bars trying to pick up.
Right.
Trying to hook up with somebody to take him to a hotel. So he would meet me again at 2:30. So for like 2 months, I had to be by the bar with him. Then New Year's, he's like, "Did I tell you, man, I'm going away at 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna have to give you more. And by this time, we're fine." And he gave me 2 ounces. Big mistake.
Right.
He goes, "Call me at midnight, and I'll let you." And I go, "I'll call you with the money at midnight." Sure. The fuck out of here. By 8 in the morning, I was in the car to Crestkill. I never saw that motherfucker again.
Yeah.
Because that's
Oh
what
my
he was,
God.
and I was broke.
Right.
That ounce he gave me, that went that night.
Yeah.
Because once, it's like I told somebody the other day, just do a bump. A buddy of mine struggling with drugs, a young kid. And I said to him, "Listen, I'd rather you do a bump a week than lose your mind."
Right.
And he goes, "I can't do a bump. It always turns into an 8 ball." Then so be it. It always does. Nobody just does a bump.
Yeah.
Once you open up the bump, you just walked into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Now you got 2 hours to fucking kill. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's how fast. Lee, I went through, Lee, I was making money and still out-snorting and outspending my makings. Like I had 3 different drug dealers at once.
So how do you feel walking around with $100,000? And it's not like Capital One, wherever they call you.
Whoa. Let's get something straight.
What?
Nobody in 1986, not me, I never had more than $8,000 in my bank.
No. I'm saying that you owed $100,000
Yes.
to someone who. It's not like Capital One where they call you like, "Hey, we want this money." It's like they're gonna.
They swing a bat at you.
Yeah. Like how do you
First
feel?
of all, these 3 people were not going to swing a bat at me.
Oh my God.
They were going to threaten. They were going to threaten me.
You're gonna give
try
Lee
to
a heart
talk to
attack.
me,
Yeah.
And try to talk to me. They were not going to swing a bat at me.
Okay.
Okay.
They were going to let me work it off. We
Gotcha.
were going to get them more and more and more in a hole.
Right.
The last lady, it was just going to keep getting them. There's no coming back from that.
Were you the exception? Do other people get away with stuff like that, or was it just you?
Listen, if you don't try it,
Yeah.
in those days, you got to remember what it turned from 1980 to 84. It went from everybody having acid to everybody having coke.
Yeah.
Then they flooded the market. Then people were coming up to your house, like your brother-in-law, it's a Spanish dude that's married to your white sister. And he's always been a nice guy. But all of a sudden he started driving a Cadillac, and all of a sudden they go on to Puerto Rico, and you're like, what are they doing? And one day he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey man, I don't know if you get rid of this." And you're like, "I have a few friends. I know Lee, I know Joey, I know fucking Renee, whatever. They snort a little coke. But he leaves you a fucking 4 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay? What you're going to sell us is an 8 ball a week. Pretty soon you're going to start doing a bump. Then you want to do a bump, then you go on the road, and pretty soon you snort an ounce.
Right.
So now you got to cut the coke to make the profit back on shitty coke. It was always, your question was, how did I walk around?
How do you feel? Yeah.
How today?
No. That day when you check out of the hotel finally and you're just going to Pink Dot, are you looking over your shoulder? Or are you?
No,
Jesus.
Not at all.
So you don't think that guy cares about that money anymore?
Oh no, I bumped into him.
Okay.
I left in '86 in the middle of the night. When I left Snowmass, I owed him 40, the chick 20, the other chick like 30. I had like 10 people. I owed 5,000 to them.
Wow.
like 10 people I would say invest with me. Give me 5,000. I give you back 7,500 in 2 days. Bing, gone.
Right.
But it was, and I think about it today because how stupid can you be? You know what I'm saying? Like, how stupid can you be? I had like 4 or 5 people I owed, 5,000 less to.
Yeah.
The video store I just cleaned out.
Oh, yeah.
The video store I worked at, I just took everything good.
Right.
Projectors, I took everything that night.
And would you go back to work, or was that the last day?
They wrote my wife a letter, the video people.
Oh, yeah?
Like Christmas, like we left Thanksgiving week, Thanksgiving of '86, I just snapped. I just snapped. I went to City Market in Snowmass. I ordered a turkey. I was supposed to pick it up on Thursday. I must have invited 15 people to my house for Thanksgiving Day on Thursday, okay? I had this whole thing planned. I had this, and I was going to spring for the whole thing. Even though I owed $80,000, I'm springing for $2,000.
Yeah.
And I finally got my last investor. Him and his sister were partners on this restaurant called Paula France.
Okay.
And he was the cook in the back, a real fucking momo. And he was like, "Hey, how do I invest with you? I want to invest." And I held him off. He was like my last.
Yeah.
He was like the one I was gonna hit, but I held him off for so long that he couldn't wait to give me the money.
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna give you 500, but I'm willing to give you 1,000 now. Hold on to it. Wait till something big comes up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I had 3 of those guys that were dying to give me money. I knew they were grapes.
That's so funny.
I knew they were always going to be there. Yeah, they're grapes.
They just want to give away that money.
Yeah, they couldn't wait to be in the coke business. They couldn't wait. But they were so anxious, I had to hold them off.
Yeah.
Like, to make them even hungrier. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
We can be more. We're missing out on millions. So they were guys like that. They would buy coke from me, and then they would turn their customers on to me, like their friends, and they would go, "I could sell so much more. Let me be your partner." And I'm like, "Hold on." When we go, and then I would just sell them like a lineup. Well, listen, when we go, we're gonna go deep. You and I.
Yeah.
I got these mules coming up from Colombia. I would just do the speech from Scarface.
Oh my God.
I'd have nothing.
Yeah.
I had nothing. I barely had food in the fucking house. And I would tell them, "Listen, I got these mules coming up. When I get these 6 kilos, can you come up with like 4,000? Yeah. And then we'll make a ton of money." And I'd leave them at that. And they'd see me a week later. "Man, I thought about your proposition. How about I gave you 10,000? I'm like, "Oh, these poor bastards."
You're like the Bernie Madoff of coke. This is the crazy. What the fuck?
This was horrible.
Yeah.
And I had all these people, and I had people that I paid back. There were people that I made a lot of money with.
Yeah.
There were people that I respected, and they give me 5,000, and I already had the coke sold.
Yeah.
By the time I got back, I give them their 6,200.
Yeah.
Or 6,500. That's what I did with people. Like,
I can see why you went to the store last night. That's a lot to think about.
What do you mean?
This fucking debt that's in the past.
So this is 1986.
Yeah.
So I scheduled this big Thanksgiving dinner. Now, at that time, my paranoia had skyrocketed.
Okay.
I knew the DEA was watching me. I knew the local cops were watching me. So I couldn't snort in my house anymore.
Okay.
So I would go to Lee and go, "Lee, come here. How much for you to leave me alone in your house tonight?" And you're like, "What are you talking about?"
I'll go to the Standard.
"I want you to get a hotel and get the fuck out. Don't come back. I'm bringing a chick over. I don't want you to come back." And you go, "Okay, give me $200. So I would go to his house. That's how bad my paranoia was. And then while I was at his house, I'd still go crazy.
Looking out the windows?
Looking out windows, taking the phones out.
Oh, my
taking
God.
them apart. I was one of those guys, ripping up carpets.
Holy shit.
I became, what's his name? What's the guy that Eddie, what's the fighter that broke his fireplace?
Oh.
Because Tony Ferguson, he said there was Martians living in his, the FBI bugged his fireplace.
Oh,
I was one of those people.
I thought you were talking about mayhem.
So Thanksgiving of '86, that Thursday, I was supposed to have a big party. But that Wednesday afternoon, I picked up 2 ounces of this coke.
Yeah.
That was fucking phenomenal. And I went to my buddy Cato's house, and I gave him like an 8-ball. And I go, "Cato, you got to go." And he's like, "Where am I going to go?" I go, "Fucking the hell.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You want this 8-ball or not?"
Yeah.
And he took the 8-ball and he disappeared. And fucking, I stayed in his apartment all night Wednesday, snorting. Forget about Thanksgiving. I fucking snorted.
What do you do when you snort cocaine by yourself? You just hanging out?
Jerk off. I had a girl that would come over and suck my dick. I put coke on her pussy and put coke on her titties.
Oh, okay.
She was like married. She lived on like D24. I mean, it was just terrible.
Right.
And she would come over. So there was there was like 3 or 4 different condominium things up in Snowmass. There was Creekside. There was the Battleship. And then I did construction work on one that had 4 apartments. So I stole the keys to all 4 of them. So I would go into different apartments when the people were out of town and just snort coke.
Yeah.
I was crazy, guys. So that whole day, Thanksgiving, I didn't come home. My poor girlfriend at the time was like...
She had to host without you?
Oh, yeah.
With your friends.
With my friends. No turkey, because I never picked up the turkey. I ordered the turkey from the guy's special. That guy never talked to me again. I waited all day for you with the turkeys. I couldn't kill him, because he was going to kill him and then give him to
Oh,
me.
my God.
I was one of those assholes.
With a live turkey all day?
Oh, yeah.
Holy
I fucking
shit.
walked in my house Friday at 11 o'clock.
You pardoned a turkey. I'm sorry, go ahead. What are you saying?
I walked into my house Friday morning at 11 o'clock in the morning. And my girlfriend ended up becoming my wife, which is heartbroken. She's like, listen, man, I've had fucking 50 people calling for you. And then I went on a fucking scavenger hunt. I said, okay, we're out of here Saturday night. And we just beat these guys. And I went to that dude from Port-au-France. I got him for like 6,000 or something. I had another guy I went to for like 2,000. And then I had this bag of pot I bought. I bought this bag of weed.
Did you even smoke pot back then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was my main thing.
Okay.
I had this bag of pot that I bought for fucking $300 that looked like it would put you on Mars, but did nothing to you.
Okay.
You could smoke it for 2 hours straight.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing?
But it looked tremendous.
Gotcha.
So the lady Neely that I owed maybe 25 at the time.
Yeah.
I was all packed up. I had 6 or 7 cash in my pocket. My girlfriend's crying at the house. I don't want to leave here. We had a dog, Hercules.
Yeah.
We had a Mazda, a 2-door Mazda. The thing was fucking bouncing from all our clothes and shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are we going to do for coke? I got one last idea. Give me that pound of weed. I took that pound of weed and I knocked on, her name was Neely. I knocked on the door. What's that expression? My heart in my hand.
Yeah.
My hat.
Your hat in your hand.
In my hand.
Yeah.
And she goes, you better have my money. I go, can I talk to you from now?
That's a
goes,
no.
I don't know where the fuck you've been for the last week, but your bill is fucking growing and I'm charging you interest. And I'm like, listen. She goes, what's in the bag? I go, listen, I got a problem. I'm trying to solve this. Okay? I'm really working hard. She goes, I found out you owe somebody else you didn't know about, Jay.
Right.
Jay was the guy owed 40 to 50.
Yeah.
So I go, listen, you see this weed here? This came in from Hawaii. This pound is like $1,200. This is an addict talking.
Yeah.
I could sell you out of your pants then.
Right.
And I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. Give me 2 ounces of coke. I ain't giving you shit. Listen to me. I'm going to give you 2 ounces of coke and the keys to my house. I was leaving anyway. I will be back here in an hour with your $4,000.
Yeah.
She looked at me back and forth. I go, why would I lie to you? I'm trying to make money here. Plus, I'll knock 1,000 off our tab. This is how good of a deal I've got. And she looked at me. She's like, if you're not back here in an hour with my money, I swear to God, they're going to shoot you in the fucking head. I'm like, fine. Give me the ounces. And give me the glass. Don't give me the shit you give the Russians.
Right.
Give me the glass. So she's like, I mean, this coke was beautiful. And she goes, when are you going to be back here? I go, 9 o'clock. Fuck you. I got my car and headed south, Jack.
Holy shit.
That bitch is still waiting for me with that pound of weed. So now, this is 86. I go to Aspen. I go to Boulder.
Did you drive there?
Drove to Boulder from Aspen that night.
Gotcha.
We stopped at 4 different hotels, checked in and checked out. We would go into a hotel, empty our stuff, do 2 lines of coke, get paranoid, and go.
Really?
It was horrible. horrible what I was going through with this girl.
Yeah.
What I put this poor girl through. No wonder she don't let me talk to her, my kid.
Oh my God.
4 hotels. We would stop.
That's a
unpack,
lot.
Do a line of coke. Fucking look at each other for a minute and then go, we gotta go.
Would you get your money back every time, or you just lost that money?
We would just leave. We
Wow.
didn't do nothing.
Wow.
So we did that. We got back to Boulder. We finished the coke for 2 days. We fucked and sucked. And we had like, $60. Mm-hmm. I mean, knowing this is how much I added that we could have sold an ounce to start a new life.
Right.
And made $2,000. We just didn't.
Yeah.
That's the mind of an addict.
Sure.
Fucking. So I lived in Boulder. Got arrested in '88.
Yeah.
Got married in '89. Got separated in '91. In '91, I'm already doing comedy. Maybe that November, I'm feeling down about myself. I go, let me go up to Aspen. So 4 years later, I'm going to go to a place where I owe $100,000. There's 50 people pissed off at me. They backtraced and realized the damage I had done since '83. I was shoplifting and doing all this damage. And I rent a car and I go to Aspen. And I go, let me go to Snowmass first. The place where I actually owed the fucking money.
Right.
And I go to Snowmass Mall, whatever the mall is called up in the top.
Yeah.
And there's a parking right there. What a surprise. And I get out of the car, and I'm not in the mall. I walk. It's an outdoor mall. I'm going to go to get a bowl of stew at the stew pot.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the mall. 2 minutes.
Fuck.
And I see the guy owe $40,000.
Jesus Christ.
And he walks up to me with his new girl, and he's like, man, how you doing? Great to see you. I gave him a hug. Like nothing happened. My heart was beating a little bit. I didn't have a weapon on me. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
We hugged. He asked me what was going on. I said, I lived in fucking Boulder now, and I'm doing stand-up comedy. And he goes, that's great. He goes, can I ask you something? What happened to that money you owed me? I go, brother, it was drug money. It was water under the bridge. He shook my hand and he walked away.
Wow. He just let you out.
$40,000.
Dude.
What are you going to do?
What can he do?
But
what can you do?
What can you do as a human being? Like, what can you do? Like, there was one guy I owed money to in Boulder. I knew exactly how much I owed him, $1,600.
Yeah.
He was a sweetheart of a guy. I called him back about 3 years ago. I sent him the money.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I
Nice.
sent him the $1,650 and I put an extra 100 on top.
Nice.
He was so happy.
Yeah, that's great.
There were some people who I beat that I feel bad about. There's other people who played the game and weren't prepared for it.
Right.
In my world, after the first 10,000, I got to put a bullet in your leg.
Right.
Because if not, the word's going to get out that you could beat me.
Yeah.
And that can't get out because that's my business.
Yeah.
Since he didn't shoot me or didn't smack me, didn't do nothing. So what are you going to do? What's the chick going to do?
Right.
What's she going to do?
No, she's not willing to
And
do
what's
it.
the other one going to do?
Yeah.
The last one, the one I told you I gave the weed to, she lives here now.
Oh, yeah?
She lives in L.A. She's somebody's personal manager,
No
personal assistant or some shit.
If you run into her?
What do I give a fuck? I tell her the same story. That was 30 years ago. Suck my dick and call me shorty. I was born in 1940. You're going to come hit me up for sins of 30 years ago. Go fuck
I love how you tell them it's water under the bridge.
I know. I'm over it. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say to Citibank.
What do you want to say?
Yeah.
You got into the drug business. Obviously, you weren't prepared to cover the spread.
Right.
And somebody beat you.
You got fucked.
And you got fucked. And
But you were wide open.
Look at poor Lee. Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Lee, it's going to be fine. You did none of this.
I used to have fun.
This
is all Joey
Sound like
did
fun
this.
to me at all.
People knocking on your door. If you're in there, we're going to kill you. And I'd be giggling in the back
God.
with a gun. You ain't going to do nothing. Because if you bust that door, I'm going to shoot you right in the fucking head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know what
So were you really like Scarface doing lines and holding a gun and watching your door? That's so
I
funny.
was that sick at
That's
one
so
time.
funny. But you didn't go to AA or anything, did you? You just figured it out.
I just figured
Yeah.
it out. Yeah. I tried going a couple miles, but it wasn't for me.
Gotcha.
But you get to a point where you're crawling on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember dumping an ounce in the toilet, flushing it, and then the Coke stuck to the side of the toilet in the hotel, and me taking my fingers
Yeah.
and licking it off the
Right.
toilet.
Right.
I mean, and sticking it in my nose. With
Yeah.
the cocaine juice.
Yeah.
I would stick it in my nose. I mean, this is the sickness.
Yeah.
This is the mind of an addict. you know?
Right.
And I'm happy you never got into that shit that way.
No.
Lee, you know?
Yeah.
Reefer is the only way.
Reefer's the shit.
Reefer never made nobody. Well, you couldn't owe somebody $40,000 if you wanted to.
No
reefer,
way.
unless you bought the farm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless I come up and go, give me the farm. Come up here in a week and I'll have your cash.
I mean, for the farm, for the crops.
But just going through that last night, it's just a sick life. It seems like so long ago.
Whew.
It's gonna be fine, Lee.
No, fuck it. And now
Joey died for your sins.
Now you're doing Muay Thai and drinking smoothies.
What's that got to do with it?
That's just crazy how things can change.
Things have to change.
I guess so.
You can't. You have to evolve. I mean, listen. I did some. That girl. When I talk about it here and how she took my daughter and all that shit, I don't ever want people to think I was an innocent. You know what I'm saying? That girl smartened up one day and said, "What the fuck was I going through?" I put that poor girl through 6 years of hell.
Right.
I still remember being in her brother's wedding party. And her leaving on Wednesday going, so you're flying in Saturday morning. Be like, yeah, we're going to. And she's like, bring the Coke. I had this pink Coke. It was so good. I had 2 ounces. I gave
You flew with it?
No, I gave it to a friend of mine to hold in his safe.
Gotcha.
It was so good that I gave it to you and said, hold it in your safe. You
Gotcha.
didn't get high. It was an electrician friend of mine.
Right.
I go, hold it to your safe till this date. I don't want that Coke around. I will pick it up on this day at this time. And I went up to that house at 1 o'clock on a Friday. I was supposed to be on a plane on Saturday morning at 8 to get to Boulder at like 10. And the wedding was at 1. When I got to my buddies, I went home, and at 3 o'clock, I said, let me just do a blast. I did a blast. Do you know she came back on Wednesday, and I had not. I was still snorting Coke.
4 days later?
2 days later.
Man.
Tuesday, I'm exaggerating. Tuesday, she walked in, and I was doing the tail end of the last half ounce.
Right.
Never made it to the wedding.
Dude.
The fucking dog didn't pee.
Oh.
I didn't let the dog out for the first 24 hours. He was by the door just looking at me.
Yeah.
With pee coming out of his fucking ears.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a different fucking world. Man.
Yeah.
You know. And it's going to be November 8th. It's going to be 12 years that I'm away from that world.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it becomes a job.
You never got hooked on nothing, man?
No. I mean, I used to be way more into booze than I am now. I used to drink a lot. But I don't know. It didn't really disrupt my life, as far as I know. But it put me in a lot of bad moods. That's for fucking sure.
Real quick, before I go any further, I gotta read a quick ad before I forget, because I always fucking forget. Listen, the Church of What's Happening Now is sponsored by Upstart. Most of us find out the hard way, but getting into debt is easy, like we just discussed.
No kidding.
Getting out is hard, especially if your credit score isn't that great. They offer you smarter interest rates to help you pay off credit card debt. That's what Upstart does, okay? Listen, Upstart could have helped me. It could have helped any of us with debt. Upstart goes beyond the traditional credit score. Your Upstart interest rate is based on your education, job history, not your credit score. They actually reward you for going to school. So Upstart doesn't care about the bills you didn't pay 5 years ago. They care about the person you are now, today, and they give you a rate based on that. Plus, they make it fast, simple, and easy to check your rate in just a few minutes without affecting your credit score. The best part, once the loan is approved, and most people get their funds the very next day. The next day, over 300,000 people have used Upstart to pay off credit cards. Free yourself from the burden of high-interest credit card debt by consolidating everything into one monthly payment with Upstart. See why Upstart is ranked number one in their category with over 300 businesses on Trustpilot. Hurry up to upstart.com/church to find out how low your Upstart rate is. Listen, the holidays are coming. You need cash. You're running out of cash. Things are hard. Go to upstart.com right now/church. Checking your rate only takes a few minutes and it won't affect your credit. That's upstart.com/church. upstart.com/church. Holidays are coming. You want to clear up some credit cards? This is the way to go. Upstart. Matt, what's on tap for you?
The podcast just came out today. Roadheads on iTunes.
Now you have another podcast also.
The Full Charge Power Hour. That's a lot of fun if you want to listen to that.
And you do that with?
I do that with a friend of mine named Craig Coleman.
Okay.
And I got a movie reviewer that's a little out of his mind. He's the star of the show because he says the craziest fucking things. Check that out, thefullcharge.com. And I'm doing a show with you coming up, aren't I?
Where?
Maybe. I think you told me New York and Massachusetts, but if I'm wrong, I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You could do that.
Oh, okay. I thought you mentioned that.
I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing that. I'm in Atlantic City. If you don't want to do that, it's fine.
No, you're fine.
Atlantic City, first week in November. I'm doing the Brigada, and I'm going to Australia with Tom Segura in January.
You got the world by the
Yeah, man. It's exciting.
And you're right there in the middle, and you're still coming up with new material.
Yeah.
You always kill in front of me.
Thanks, man.
That's why I use you, because you're
Thank
a
you.
fucking savage.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
We
that.
met a long time ago at
Absolutely.
that famed fucking comedy
Store, baby. Potluck.
Potluck is when we met, yeah.
Yeah.
Pot fucking luck, Matt Fulchiron. The years are going, buddy, but we're still
I
in
know.
the fucking game, man.
Just keep going.
And that's all that fucking matters.
What else is there to do?
What do you got scheduled for this week? What are you
This
doing
week
these
I'm
spots in LA?
I'm doing the Ice House on Tuesday. I'm doing the Laugh Factory tonight. I'm doing the Long Beach Laugh Factory on Wednesday, and I'm doing the Ontario Improv all weekend with Chris Porter, opening for Chris Porter.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good for
Yeah.
you, man.
So check me out
So
if
you're
you can.
rocking and fucking rolling.
Oh, dude, I do the stand-up comedy. I can't stop.
This is why
You know what I
fucking
mean?
love you, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy you came on.
Yeah,
you know.
this is the best.
I'm
I love
happy
hanging with
came
you.
back for a few fucking
Yeah.
days. Listen, don't go nowhere. Do not forget 11/8 and 11/9. November 8th and 9th, I'm at the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska. And then November 29th and 30th, I'm at the motherfucking Miami Improv. And do not forget, we just added a second show in New York City at Town Hall on the 6th. That's it, and that's that. Real quick, before you get the fuck out of here, let me talk to you about a few fucking things, cocksuckers, all right? Number one, like I told you in the beginning, listen, we're 6-7 weeks into football and you're still fucking around, all right? Why you keep picking winners and not betting them is beyond me. That's why I go to my bookie. It's fast, it's easy, and they pay when you win. Let's face it, where you're betting is just as important as who you're betting on. So stop fucking around. If you're trying to bet on the NFL, the World Series, UFC, whatever, my bookie's got it. I wouldn't be telling you guys to bet with them if they're not the fucking best out there. So do the smart thing. If you're going to bet this football season, bet with my bookie. Did you know you can bet on games after kickoff? You got options with my bookie. If by the second half it looks like your bet's going to lose, who gives a fuck? You can always take the other side. That's the kind of shit my bookie does. If you're the kind of guy that likes to bet a little and win a lot, you bet a fucking parlay. If the picks come true, you multiply your fucking winnings. And no matter how you bet, the NFL season is the best time of the year because right now you got the fucking, listen, starting next week is just basketball. The lines are soft. If you're not betting NBA next week, go fuck yourself. I'm telling you, you can make money. Everybody knows about the NFL lines. You're fucking dead. But with basketball, you can make money. So double your deposit today. Use promo code CHURCH to get 100% bonus on your initial deposit. Like, Joey, what the fuck are you talking about? What I'm telling you is if you give me a nickel, I'll match a nickel. That's what my bookie does for you. Who else does that for you? Nobody. Go to mybookie.ag. That's my bookie. Grab that fucking pen again, you dumb fuck. mybookie.ag. And don't forget to use promo code CHURCH when creating your account to claim the bonus. And don't forget, with my bookie, you play, you win, you get paid. Don't forget to check my Instagram Thursday. I'm dropping a video from my bookie on there, how to make bets and whatnot, all right? You'll be saying Uncle Joey is my fucking bookie. Go to Mad Flavors World. Right now, go to mybookie.ag, enter code CHURCH, and double your deposit. It's that easy. The church would also love to thank Zip Recruiter. Let me tell you a little story about, you know who Dylan Moskowitz is? Dylan Machewicz is a ZipRecruiter customer who used ZipRecruiter to hire for his company, Cafe Arturo. They got a standard testimonial from this guy, all right? Hiring can be a slow process, but Cafe Arturo's CEO, Dylan Moskowitz, needed to hire a director of coffee for his organic coffee company, but he was having a little trouble finding a qualified candidate. What did he do? He went to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. That's never going to happen. It finds the best quality candidates for you. Its technology identifies people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job, all right? So you get qualified candidates quick. Dylan posted his job on ZipRecruiter and said he was impressed on how quickly he had a great candidates apply. He also used ZipRecruiter, the candidates rating feature, to filter his applicants so he could focus on the most relevant ones. And guess what? Dylan found a director of coffee in just a few days. With results like that, it's no wonder 4 out of 5 employees who post on ZipRecruiter get quality candidates within the first day. What did I just say? The first day. The first day, okay? Listen, you're a businessman. You own a business, whether small or large. You don't have time to play fun and games. You want to get the qualified people nice and quick. They see why ZipRecruiter is effective. And for all businesses of all sizes, whether you own a bakery or you have a sweatshop, ZipRecruiter can help you. Try ZipRecruiter.com/church. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/church. CHURCH. ZipRecruiter.com/church. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Listen, you're having a hard time, your credit card, Johnny Boombots, this, that, the Hollywoods is coming. The church is sponsored by Upstart. You're like, Joey, what's Upstart? Upstart offers you smarter interest rates to help you pay off your credit card debt. I told you during the middle of the podcast, Upstart goes beyond the traditional credit score. That's why I love Upstart. So do me a favor. See why Upstart is ranked number 1 in their category with over 300 businesses on Trustpilot. Hurry to Upstart.com/church to find out how low your Upstart rate is. Checking your rate only takes a few minutes and it won't affect your credit score. All right, so do me a favor. Go to Upstart.com/church. I want to thank Upstart. I want to thank ZipRecruiter. And I want to thank my bookie. But most importantly, I want to thank you motherfuckers for always having my back. Do not forget about my man, Matt Fulchiron, this week. If you're in the LA area,
come by.
This guy's my main man. We go on the road together. He's my brother. And he's funny as fuck. And don't forget, 2 weeks, the Funny Bone, Omaha, Nebraska. Get those fucking steaks ready, cocksuckers. Get those steaks ready. And Thanksgiving weekend, I'll be at the fucking Miami Improv. Friday and Saturday, December 6th, with Matt Fulchiron in Manhattan. Rocking you motherfuckers. Second show's been added. Cut this shit. Go to joeydiaz.net for all the details and everything you got going on. And that's it and that's that. It's fucking Tuesday. Go out there and knock them out of a park. Look somebody in the eye and tell them, suck your dick. It's that type of day, all right? I want to thank Matt Fulchiron.
Thank you, Joe.
I want to thank you guys. I want to thank the fucking crazy Christ killer. And I want to thank you guys for being loyal and for always being family. From Ookie Spooky to my man in Chicago to fucking all you cocksuckers out there. I know who's watching. To Kern Michael. All you motherfuckers. Stay black. Have a great day. Kick this fucking mule, Lee. A little Tony Bennett for these cocksuckers.